Hello.
Best flat ride park in the world. A first time in Vienna. In fact, only about 20 minutes. I don't even know if I'm really... We're in the center of the town, but we're here for one reason, obviously, and that is Wiener Prater. Now, I don't even know how many credits are available here today. All I know is that the city so far is beautiful, and I'm getting here at the right time during magic hour, so hopefully I'll get a little bit of coverage before I try to get on some of the crazy flat rides and numerous coasters that this park has. All right, Wiener Prater. Okay, well, very interestingly, there is a outdoor cabin for the Ferris wheel that I've never heard about. That is some funky stuff. I'm sure it cost a fortune. Hello. We have a flume with a jump. Only a reasonable $9 a person in my funds for the log flume. I'm being sarcastic there. So we're gonna have to prioritize which credits are of priority. It's 10 euros for the big ones here. I.e. if Olympia Looping was here, which I'm not banking it is because I haven't seen it, and it's supposed to be not here during this part of the season. Yeah, you're talking 10 euros for that. So yeah, it's not cheap, that's for sure. It's a very unusual sort of location. I'm like, I don't even know if we're still in the park here. Ah, we found it. Believe it or not, this is a massive piggy bank. There are a couple of unique credits here that I do want to make sure I prioritize, including rollerball ahead of us. I've never been on one of these. Okay, first ride of the day, rollerball. Absolutely amazing view of the sunset from here too. He said if the GoPro falls, it's kaput. But what if I fall? Alright, here we go. Check it. Whoa! Woo! Whoa! Whoa! Let's not be shy now. Hands up. Oi! Whoa! Oi! Yow! Oi! It's a low clearance for the roof there. And that's all the fun for today. And unfortunately, a Volair. Just talking to a fellow enthusiast last night, or at least on the Instagram, about this particular ride. Apparently it's the worst Volair out there, so unfortunately we're gonna have to find out. That is a line for Volair that it's completely voluntary. Another attraction that I'll 100% be doing today is this unusually constructed swinging arm. And that would be Tornado, which is not on a wait. It's €5. We're doing it. Let's go. That's pretty wild. Boy! Woo! Oh, you can't predict this at all. It's just an inversion right to start with. Oi! Oi! Woo! Oh, this is... Yow! Oh! Wow! Woo! Oh, I think this is gonna be good. Oh! Wow! Yo! Sorry, some Polish scream outs. All right, let's go. Woo-hoo. Oh, arms up. I think this is the last one. Yeah. Yeesh. All right, coming in for a landing. That was fantastic. That is one of the best flat rides I've ever been on. And now we got a line. Just for reference, it is Halloween weekend, so yeah, it looks like it'll be a little bit busy tonight. Well, I said it on the ride at the end, and I vouch for it once again. That was one of the best flat rides I've ever been on. That was crazy, especially the complete 360 rotation right to start, and that you just don't know how to predict where that thing is going to go. It was fantastic. Samba. That unfortunately they don't allow you to shoot on it because they actually have GoPros fitted on the ride. Get your own video later on, but it doesn't give you the frontward point of view. But fantastic. That was even better than Tornado. Probably one of the best, if not the best flat ride I've ever been on. It was so intense. The amount of flipping over and just like the unpredictability of the cycle because of that tail and the weird construction of the rotation piece. Yeah, it was crazy, including one intense moment where we basically flipped upside down and then was thrust straight down the entire way without the vehicle actually rotating. It was madness. Yeah, that was wild and so good. Completely out of control. Having a great start here. I've already had 2 flat rides and only 1 coaster. That's unusual, but not so bad. Easy to get distracted here. It's almost like a fair or a county fair on steroids. It's that crazy. I could probably spend an entire weekend here and still find more things to do. What? Rides upon rides upon rides. Just visually, this place is kind of really cool. It's a permanent carnival setup for sure, but it also the atmosphere with the beer halls and everything around and the beer gardens and that. Yeah, it's just great. I love it. No line, outdoor ride, last chance to get some visuals. Let's go for it. Hopefully we can record on ride. Okay, this might be the highest booster I've ever been on too. Holy moly. Here we go. Woo! Oh, I'm gonna have to hold on for this one. Oh, maybe not. Woo! Yow! Oh, yeah. That ride's called The King, and yeah, what an amazing view up top. It kind of makes me wish I had this camera while I was up there, because that rotation around Vienna was worth it just for that. Not the most intense, it had its moments, but yeah, it was pretty good. Definitely not the most intense booster that I've been on, but probably the highest, as I said, in the POV. I definitely enjoyed that. It was actually a perfect opportunity to kind of get an idea of the site and what's coming up. And there's so many ghost trains here. There's just too much to do. I'm not going to be able to cover everything that I want to do today, but we're sure going to try. It's time for Mega Blitz. Easterbahn. Let's not fool around. Let's get on it. Just so you know, you got to put your token here in the machine, and then you get in. before we move on, we should probably just cover this little section because I'm sure that those of you that are curious about the new Mack Big Dipper coaster that's coming here, well, it just happens to be over here. Not much of it is built, but Mack are really hitting the marks with sales lately. They are, though, almost dominating, it seems like, the European market currently. And I'm sure this one won't disappoint either. Discovery here, another KMG. It's probably the largest of this model I've seen as well.
Das macht ja schon Spaß, oder? Na eben.
The first boomerang that I've ever done with the new, like, no shoulder restraints and just the lap bar, that pretty really industrial lap bar. It's perfect though. One of the best boomerangs, if not the best boomerang. It is the best boomerang I've ever been on. Let's not kid ourselves, because I'd say the Jolly Rancher remix at Hershey Park is similar in the sense that you have these tunnel effects with the smoke, and I think that POV pretty much captured it. That was a brilliant ride. I just said that about a boomerang, which is shocking, and an older one too, so hey, sometimes they can't be saved, and this is a great example of that. Back to the area that we were before, so it's time for a little masquerade. I've not even seen a car run on this ride yet, so but the attendant is here, so I believe it's open. It's cred. Let's do it. Masquerade was actually much better than I thought it was going to be. It should have been much longer, though. That's the only detriment to that ride. And maybe there's interesting theming in there. Probably could have done with a little better lighting to add something to it, and maybe some sound in there. But for a Gerst, a smaller Gerst like that design with a lift hill to bring you, or sorry, like an elevator lift, it's very unique. It's not. I've not been on any Gerst or spinning Gerst like that before. It's very cool. $2,000. I was a little worried because that's the most expensive ride yet. But the Pirate, wow, that was the best ghost train I've ever done. That was amazing. That shark effect animatronic, holy cow. There was too many animatronics that so well timed and very creative. They actually chased down after the car. Yeah, that was unbelievable. If you're gonna do one ride here so far, I'd say that's probably the one other than the thrill rides, because yeah, I'm speechless. How much immersiveness that ride had. It really felt like if Disney did a ghost train, that's what it would be like. So yeah, clearly inspired by Pirates of the Caribbean, but that doesn't matter. It doesn't take anything away from the experience. It's fantastic. Loved it. Wish I could do another ride. It's just ghost train after ghost train. I'm probably going to end up just doing ghost trains more than coasters today. But we're back over to Hotel Psycho, which I think is definitely the ghost train that I had heard about that's crazy. It's either that or Jack the Ripper. We'll find out soon enough. Yet another massively impressive haunted house. I'd say just because of the theming of the pirate, it takes the cake, but this was definitely the more scarier of the two. That was wild. I don't know what to say other than this is literally the best place ever if you like ghost trains. So many ghost trains. I can't even keep up. This is only €5, so we'll go on it a little bit later. Talked to the attendant behind me and he said that it's a midnight close, so I actually can relax a bit and take in a little bit more of the atmosphere here, because it is fantastic. If you're ever thinking of coming to Vienna anyway, you got to do Prater, because this is turning out to be one of my favorite style of amusement parks I've ever been to. I love it. The crowds are also well behaved. There's beer. There's great German food to eat. Well, Austrian food for sure. There's a Tagada behind us. I haven't been on a Tagada other than in Korea, so I'll probably have to go on that too. Probably might have to get some more cash. Is this use of an old ride vehicle that they've just set them up for people to like chill and eat or do whatever they want? That's pretty wild. Okay, next up is going to be the Insider. The roller coaster inside a building. An indoor coaster. Who would have thought of such an idea? Let's go inside. labyrinth and not an actual coaster, but that was very cool, like the setup to get into the ride itself. Mauer spinner, not bad at all. Actually, one of the better ones that I've been on as far as like theming and all that kind of stuff. But for what it is, it wasn't too intense. But it was all about that, you know, it was like a disco coaster. Let's not kid ourselves. But yeah, it was very cool. Some cool forces in the dark portions as well, where it sped up at in the latter half, and I enjoyed it. Yeah, and hello to Darth Vader.
Meine Frage, wollt ihr schneller, ja? Ja, mach schneller. Let's go. Yeah. Ja, wunderbar, sehr gut. So, keine Ahnung, rein zu los,
They deserve this Manitou. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Ja, weil kommt her, dann sind wir mehr hereinspaziert. Auf geht's, liebe Leute, groß und klein. Setzt euch doch in den Zug des Manitou rein. Last chance. Vor die Starre, letzte Chance. Für den Zustieg zu dieser Fahrt. 12 Plätze werden noch frei. Tickets bei der Kasse lösen. Einsteigen, mitfahren.
Oh, he's trying to sell away my Zen ride here. Well, I think we're gonna get one. We'll see. I don't know where all those people were that were following earlier that, you know, every ride that I got off of would end up having
So
a
gut,
full
bist du
queue.
bereit? You ready for the start?
Already!
Dann starten wir mit dem One and Only. Let's go. Yeah.
Yeah! Oh, backwards. Oh, woo! Oh, we got some forces happening here. Oi! Woo! Go back to front. Yeah! Let's go! Woo! Oh, I think we're gonna make it this time. Hey, yeah! Yeah! The interactivity is great on this ride, I'm gonna give it. In fact, on all the rides here. Hey! Hey! Faster! Yeah! We're gonna play it up for them and get some more people on this ride. You got a couple so far. And one angry mom on that's very confused. Woo! Hey! This is one wild train. Speaking of wild trains, we're going to that tomorrow. I can't wait. It's a nice little tester. Nice little appetizer for that experience tomorrow. We're having a little too much fun here.
Auf geht's zum letzten Lauf.
know what the translation is, but got off of pretty much the premier coaster attraction other than the Volair, which is the Gengatsau, or Geschkent. What's the point? All right, that was a pumped up Wild Mouse on steroids with 3 great drops, lots of twisting curves and sinuous overbanks and all sorts of stuff, so it was great. Fantastic ride. Is it going to be the best coaster here? We'll see. It only has to compete against a Boomerang, so far so good. I think it's probably the best. Definitely cool. Left the theming and everything. Didn't understand what was really going on, but that little cool intro with the exhaust pipes going off. Yeah, I didn't expect that. This park is impressing me so far. And not that it has the craziest rides as far as roller coasters are concerned, but the thrill rides are top notch. And it's just like, yeah, it's great. I'm loving it. 1766, this park has been here since, so if anyone's going to get it right, it's probably going to be Prater.
Ciao. Ooh, it's a dark wild mouse, so hopefully you see a little bit. Woo. Here we go. Straight away. Cool. Yow. Ooh-ah. Whoop. Boing. Wildemouse.
It's all wrapped in together. It's kind of cool. It's in the bun. There's mustard and ketchup in there, or so promised. Got myself a beer. It's all in, €9.20. Not too bad, actually. So I've clearly decided to do this Vienna style and get myself a nice brat. Well, I didn't get the brat. I got a hot dog. I'm going to have about a half an hour left in the park here and get a couple more credits. Maybe a ghost train or two. In fact, we're definitely going to get a ghost train because there's a Geisterbahn right next to me and I have to do it. One of the few left originals that I have here left to do. I think I'm going to get all the ghost trains. I'm not sure. We'll see.
Lady has no clothes on.
terrible ghost train. In fact, some of the animatronics or the pop-out scare creatures didn't work. I'd say a couple of them, but there's some pretty interesting things in there for an old-style ghost train, I have to admit. This guy at the end was the actual operator that stopped your car. That was a really cool touch at the end, too. Yeah, so nice, cool, classic ghost train. I love the old feel of these trains, too, as well, because they're very, like, rough. Like the car was a bit hard going, like it was really just like throwing you around a bit, rickety, and it made sense. There was a bar in the seat that actually was triggered by the track at the end of the course, so it like vibrated your seat in the car. I've never had that on an old style ghost train before. Very creative. This is the land of ghost trains, and I'm so glad. I probably would just come to this park just for the ghost trains alone. Fantastic. Here's a strip that we haven't actually traveled down, which is this area here. So let's see what we can discover. Probably another ghost train. In fact, I guarantee it because I can see one down at the end. No keys allowed. Okay. Well, those keys are pretty old school looking. This is supposed to be the most painful volair in existence, so I've heard. Good thing I'm leaving it till the end. It's also the first volair that I've seen that's not a continuous circuit. Like, is this a train? It seems like a train. Well, it just goes to show you, don't believe everything you hear. That actually was not bad. That actually was the best volair that I've ever been on. Now, this is kind of like a two-way rant because, yeah, they are really finicky and not the greatest of rides. If you know how to brace yourself, and I've been on more than a couple of these now, I definitely knew what to anticipate. But yeah, not too much headbanging except for that first inline twist. The second one was actually, like, I didn't bang my head at all. I came out of that element thinking, oh my God, that's never happened before. So yeah, this is actually very manageable for a volair, and I somewhat enjoyed that experience. There's one guy operating this ride right now, and this thing is pristine. So I don't know what it is. I think it's just like a reflection of where I'm from. You could have 3 to 4 people operating this ride, and you're gonna get a substandard experience. And then this guy is basically putting on a show with the best volair that I've ever seen. So there you go. I enjoyed it. That was weird. I can't believe it. Prater. There's so much here to love, including the volair. I did not expect that. So we do have this Geisterschloss to do still. And we have the clown-themed one over on the other side. That'll be 5 ghost trains in total here. So of course this place is famous for the Ferris wheel that you see here that we started the day with. I'm not going to be doing it because I kind of want to save that for another occasion.
Gut Fahrt. Oh. Here we go. Oh. Oh, wow. What? Into the cat's mouth.
Well, that was wild. You're going to give it an impression of reversion. I've been on a lot of these rides now, usually known as the Crazy Mouse. That was one of the most intense rides I've had. Pretty rough braking at the end there, but other than that, I was on my own. That was a crazy amount of spinning that I got on it. Relatively smooth. I do love the fact that I'm going to add to the whole experience here is that the guy on the ride operator is like, oh, you don't need the seat belt, just get on, it's fine, the lap bar will be fine. And because I was on my own, I actually was skipping from seat to seat on my side, so it was just like, I sat in the middle and it just whacked me to the side. Most operators would be like, sir, please sit on the far end, but it didn't really matter because I got thrown back to the center of the car too with the ride vehicle reverse rotation. So, whew, that was pretty wild. Wasn't expecting that. Again, Prater has some of the best versions of these clone rides I've ever experienced. So if you want a good experience on some of these janky rides in North America, you probably have to come here. Two more attractions I think I can fit in, at least money-wise. So we're gonna go back and do the ghost train, and then we're gonna end off with a very special ride. And the only one that I think that we really should end a vlog like this in such a fantastic day. I'll say right now, this is probably one of the funnest vlog experiences I've ever had. It's just been perfect. I love the vibe of this place. I love the interactivity with the ride operators, with the riders. I love the looseness of this place too, where there was a couple of ride-offs like having a butt while they were running the ride, which was funny to me. Just reminds me of my childhood, I guess. The classic midway experience that you would want if that's what you're looking for. If you want a sterile and safe environment with restrictions and moody ride-offs to tell you to not film things and take their time running the rides, between like 3 or 4, a lot of places could learn from what is one of the oldest amusement parks, if not the oldest amusement parks in the world, Wiener Prater. One more ghost train to do, or Geisterschloss, or ghost house. This is a ghost house actually, so I shouldn't say that. Or Schloss. Schloss house? Ghost castle? I don't know, I'm sure they'll explain once I get inside. Well, yeah? Explanation?
Hallo, diese Tiere sind wahren Gefahren. Geisterschloss. Geisterschloss.
Hello.
Hello.
zieht euch an.
Been there, man. All right, that was a lot of fun, I admit. That was probably one of the funniest ghost trains I've ever been in. And it's not because it wasn't without surprises, but it was just so tongue-in-cheek, and like the operators really had a good sense of humor. It's just, yeah, that's just how you do it, man. This place, I can't say enough. I'm curious if anybody can guess what my final ride will be, but I kind of alluded to what it should be earlier because I saw it, I referenced it, and then I forgot about it, and then I realized, oh my god, I gotta go back and do it. There's a lot of unique thrill rides here too, so that the next time that I come here, which will definitely happen, I'm definitely gonna capture some of those because there are some unique ones that I didn't fit in today. It's not the cheapest place to come to, so you got to do what you got to do. Credits are already done now, so for the most part, I'm gonna really kind of bang my head against my computer when I get to it finally and check RCDB and find out that I missed a couple, because I'm sure I have. I've even lost count. I'm just too busy having fun that yeah, I'm sure I'll tally that up at the end of the day. But we've arrived at our final ride. What else could it be? Well, the Tagada. All right, let's go on. It's go time on Tagada, Europe version. We will not be doing any dancing. I'm too old for any tricks. We'll leave it up to these guys. Woo! They got some work ahead of them if you've seen the one from Korea, that's for sure. Let's go. Woo! Oh. 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 Woo. Woo. Ah. All right, we're coming offline for the first time on the channel here. Woo.
Lieber Mann, genau überfallen. Ja, super, Nina und Anja, bravo. Ja, genau.
I've never known what the ride-off has ever said on a Tagada, and I kind of prefer it that way. Take a seat. Woo. Ah. I don't think I've smiled this much at a park in a long time. Oi! Ah. Oi! Oh, we're getting closer. Switch the sides. bounce, 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 yes.
Yes. Zeig dich mal was auf, zeig dich selbst, das ist so.
Oi. Elvis.
Genau, und das Lieblingslied von der Mila. Geht so.
Good thing I cleared some memory for this, because this is a long cycle.
Okay, so one more time. Hop, hop, zack, zack.
Hop, hop.
Los geht's. Hier.
Oh, we got smoke. Hey. Best flat ride park in the world, at least that I've been to.
Und hier lang. Dankeschön, alle Leute.
Oh.
Das ist euer Ablauf.
And that's Wiener Prater. I'm overwhelmed. Probably one of the funnest days that I've had in the history of this channel, without question. And it was only here for a little over 4 hours, I'd say. Got here around 4:30 and it's just getting close to 9. And yeah, you'll get all your credits without question. I'm pretty sure on any day that you come here, because it is a pay-per-ride situation. The lines aren't really exorbitant by any stretch. Some of the rides like Rollerball are now closing. Unfortunately, the Psycho Clown 4D experience I think is actually a ghost train, but I was just thrown off by the VR aspect of it, so I might have missed one ghost train. Maybe 2 or 3, who knows? This place has got some hidden gems tucked away in areas that you wouldn't even expect for an older park like it is. Fantastic, cannot recommend it enough. This is the king of clone coasters, as far as if you want to come to a park that has clone coasters that are running very well, then this is the park for you, because yeah, the best Volair I've ever been on, and pretty much many of the Wild Mouses that I was on today were among the best that I've been on for sure, including the indoor Gerstaller was decent. There's just too much to say. I don't even know how to sum it up. Like, there's no standout coasters in the sense that my top 10 or top 50 will be compromised by any stretch. But wow, overall, what an experience. Thrill rides though, probably some of the best in the world without question. Wow, had such a great time. Thank you for joining me. I now gotta go across Austria. Back to Vienna, as I'm now going to get some sleep and do Wild Train tomorrow. So join me for that vlog from Fataziana. It's going to be an incredible experience, I'm sure, just like this today. Austria knows how to do it right. Come to Wiener Prater if you can. It's been an amazing time. Thanks for dropping in.